welcome to TMA Live on a Tuesday in association with WD18, the Watford Fans channel. Like, share and subscribe. Also, we are sponsored by Sweets for All, Unit 5, Watford Market. I'm the young man, don't put me in free kick ball, Daniel Dean. Joined here by Duncan and Pidge. Right, plenty to talk about. Also, get all your comments in. But of course, we'll start off with the first league game of the season. We'll start off with Brighton.
So we're going to start with teams, lineups, an idea?
You can do the lineups.
Okay, so in goal we've got a choice of Gomez, Foster or Dahlberg. Who do you...
Foster, you'll start.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Foster will start.
Similar shot stopping, but he's actually got a good foot he can actually kick with.
yeah, very true, yeah.
So Foster in goal, Messina or Holivas, that's easy, Messina.
Yeah.
That's the easy one. At the back, centre. So, what are you thinking? 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2?
I think 4-4-2. I think what we
same as Sampdoria.
Yeah, I think that's me and Paul said near enough for squad.
We need 4-4-2.
Yeah,
definitely. I completely agree.
I think we'll see 2-3 players change on that, but I don't think it'll be anything much.
Who do you think will change?
So centre back we'll have Cathcart, Cavaselli. That's easy.
Yeah.
Then right back, I'd actually go Yanma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's a safe option. I think it's pretty decent.
You've got a choice of Firmino, Yanma. I mean, even if you want to try and do, it'd be very defensive.
I think it's because he was in the friendly as well, and like we said on Sunday, that's pretty much the more settled lineup.
You've got 3/4 of the team there. Yeah. That's fit right now. So on the left, I'd go with Pereira.
Yeah.
Then I go because Chalobah's now back in full training.
Yeah, but
we saw that in the video today, but. No, that's the thing. So I'd go Hughes, Decore, then Ken Simmer on the right, Deeney, Gray middle.
Yeah, you might be far off that. I can't see it.
So mine's a 4-4-2. What would either you two go for?
Near enough that squad, me.
Let's have a look.
4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, or
it'll be 2 up front. As long as it's 2 up front, I'll probably go. So probably I'll. See, because I put a lineup based on if all the players are fit.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
the one that'll go on the one that goes on Saturday. Yeah, I'll go Fozzie, Yamat, Cabs.
So not Firmino then.
Yeah, Cabs. No. This is the one I'm going with. So I'll go. So Cabs and Cathcart in the middle.
Yeah.
Left back Holbass. I think he's going to. This is what I think he's going to go with. Midfield. See, I would put. Who have we got? Decore. I don't think Decore would be fit though.
You said that he played the Sampdoria game, didn't he?
No,
he didn't play.
Sorry, it was Capu and Pereira.
Yeah. Decore weren't there.
So, actually, you're right then. Yeah.
I'd put if we don't have them, Capu and Hughes as a central pairing.
I'd go with that.
Gray and Deeney up top.
Yeah.
Pereira.
Left wing or right wing, or do you?
I'll put him left wing.
Yeah.
Purely because we said, like me and you said before,
he cuts in. He's quite effective.
On the right, I actually think Delafeu's going to start. So I'll put Delafeu on the right. I think Delafeu.
If he's fit, then I'd put him ahead of Seamer, but otherwise.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. If he's not fit, then Seamer and Pereira on the wings and interchangeable. They'll just keep switching like that. I think that's a pretty decent lineup. I think.
Yeah, no, it's a very good lineup. It's going to be tough against Brighton in the first game.
You going 4-4-2 as well?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
like Paul said, as long as there's 2 up front, I don't want one up front anymore. I think we're all fed up.
Pidge is apparently signed for Burnley. This is what I think.
Apparently in line 2. It's not confirmed yet.
This is what Wobbin said.
I reckon he could do it.
It's in process. It's confirmed that, by reliable journalists, it is in the works, but it's not confirmed yet.
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised. Well, sort of.
It isn't. The thing is, with Burnley, the way they're going, they need the depth.
It's the sort of player Dyche would like, a hard-working one. Maybe not.
He's actually a lot more versatile.
Natural goal scorer.
When you watch how he plays now versus when he was with us, he's lost half a yard of pace, I've noticed. But he's a lot more versatile in how he plays. He's a lot more three-dimensional. He's not just run off the back and try and gain behind.
Yeah.
He plays actually behind the strikers now, almost.
Yeah.
He's very versatile. He can play anyone on the front line. But he's a lot more versatile.
And he's got Chris Wood alongside him.
Yeah. No,
I'm saying, so if you want to play in the sort of big man, small man role, you can do that and revert that to type of Burnley. Or as you say, he's actually quite versatile, so you don't have to play in central anymore.
How do we beat Brighton then on?
Score more than them.
Well, that's obvious, but how? Because
bear in mind,
we didn't beat them last year, 2 games, did we? So.
Bear in mind, they've got injury problems themselves. Players like Izquierdo.
Take the game to them early.
I think
get an early goal.
Locavia, Izquierdo, and one of the strikers, Locavia, I think.
Yeah.
They're all big doubts for the game, like Del Boy and is for us. So
I can see it being a draw.
1-1.
I see us edging it. We're going to go for a
I hope we do. It's going to be, we'll win it. I'll kiss a death now. I don't think we'll lose it, but I think it'll be a 1-0 or 1-0 0-0. It'll be very tight.
It's going to be tight, but I see us winning it.
Yeah. Guys, we're talking Brighton now, guys, so just shout out your lineups. Give us what you think. We've already shouted our lineups. We'll probably do it again in a minute when we've had a bit of a chit-chat about it. I'm going to throw some stats out there as well, so just give us your Brighton lineup and anything else in between. But like we said, with Pidge is almost gone, so we know that's not going to happen now. It'd be lovely if he would have done, but he's not happening.
Joe Hart signed for Burnley as well.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I really don't. Well, they reckon they're going to cash in on Pope now. They reckon.
Really?
Yeah.
I see Heaton going up too because he's older. I can see it between Hart, Pope, Lindegaard, those 3, and then
Lindegaard will definitely go, and it's between Pope and Heaton.
You say that Lindegaard actually got quite solid against Aberdeen.
Yeah, I know, but
I know what you're saying.
If Hart proves, he's a very good keeper. He's just had a really crap couple of years, isn't it? I think he weren't that too bad at Torino, to be fair. No. He had a couple of slips, but apart from that, he was quite solid.
They appreciate the fact he tried to fit in. You could see the Torino fan could see he was trying to adapt.
Yeah. And
he did actually try his best, but he didn't cover himself in glory that season. The defence ahead of him wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And the Torino fans were saying that, but at the same time, he didn't help himself either.
You're only as good as your defence in front of you.
Yeah.
You can be Buffon. If you've got Swansea's defence.
Well, unless you're De Gea, in which case it really doesn't matter.
Or De Gea.
Unless you're De Gea, then.
Yeah. That'd probably be good for Joe Hart getting to a club like Burnley. They're not a massive club, I don't know, disrespect to them, but they're not like City.
Yeah, I'll agree with that because Burnley are very compact and don't allow many shots on target. That will benefit Hart quite a lot in the same way it benefits Nick Pope a lot.
Yeah.
And Heaton before him.
Deeney says that Vidra was one of the best players he played with.
I remember the interview a few years ago, yeah. I remember you saying along those lines, something like that.
Oh, Stuart saying Hart to Burnley. You love April Fool's late this year. He's pure shite. Right, let's get Brighton. Obviously, Brighton manages Chris Hughton. Last season, 15, 41 points. 1 place below us. 9 wins, 13 draws, 19 losses, 34 goals for, 64 against. I mean, the place, we'll go for players to look out for. Last time it was 0-0, and obviously the notably Britos sent it off, but we've already covered that in much more depth. Main ones they've signed, I mean, they've signed this guy from AZ Alkmaar for roughly around 17 million. Johan Balassi, I ain't going to pronounce it.
Is that the Iranian?
It's the Iranian guy. And
yeah, he's going to be very highly rated.
We've got centre midfielder Yves Bissouma. For about 15 million, they've been smashing the cash. Bernardo, left back from RB Leipzig for 9 million. They've got Florian Andone from Deportivo La Coruña for about 5 million. They've got David Button from Fulham for about 4 million. But they've just signed a 20-year-old Andreas Dreyer, undisclosed, from Iceberg.
I've been busy and all.
I'm sorry. How did Fulham get 4 million for Button?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm sorry. That's just incredible.
Surveys in the house, shall we say?
No, Ray.
It's going on. He's on it like a car bonnet, Ray, as well. So, evening, Ray.
We like you said, we will take the game to Brighton. It's the first game of the season.
We're at home.
Yeah, we're at home. We need to get the points.
And it's a winnable game. It's a very winnable
game. Well, Paul says it, and he is right in some way. All games are winnable. We turn up.
But there's some earmarkers ones you sort of have free hits
look
and ones
at,
that actually say.
You look on the fixture list, like he said. You look at the fixture list and say, okay, these are more 3-pointers than say Man City.
That's what I'm saying.
But it really depends on the actual day.
Yeah.
And so you get
the circumstances.
Yeah. So you get the ones that are the free hits, and then you get the ones that you actually expect to get something from. This is one that you expect.
Yeah, but the thing is, with Watford, we done this last year. We looked at the fixtures and we went, oh, we get 10 points out of that, get 3. Then you look at the other ones, you get 1 point out, you get about 7. But that's the way it is, isn't it? You look at the big clubs and we seem to do better against them. And then you come against the Burnleys, Brightons. Well, it is. That's Watford and all for you. So seem to up their game a lot more like you have to. But I don't know why it drives me nuts. Why do we up it for Chelsea and not Brighton? So.
Well, Ray said, evening, guys. Hope you're all well. Yeah, we all hope you're well, Ray. Good luck, Vidra, if he goes to Burnley. Greg saying, can you tell everyone on social media to stop freaking out? As Stuart said, the market is inflated. Yeah, I completely agree, Mick, the old man. Evening, Jim. No, Woody. That's
about what?
For Stuart. It's probably for a Woody. I mean,
for Woody,
or for Mick. So it really is up to Stuart. But yeah, no, evening, guys. Just message your opinions as much. We will read them out as much as we can. We're covering as much as we can for, and also obviously your opinions as much as you want us to cover, leading up to Brighton on Saturday.
And the score.
And the score, yeah. 2-1 is a pitch predictor. Boys, you have been warned. So
don't say 2-1.
Don't say I don't warn you. Yeah.
You see any of our other new signings? Probably, maybe get a run out.
I don't see Navarro get a run out, but if he's not ready yet, don't.
Like you said.
I think Navarro is probably going to be more squad cover. I think. Yeah, I see. He's quite. He can play. They say he can play right back and centre.
Yeah, but no disrespect to Yamat. I don't want him playing there all season because no offence to him, I don't think he's good enough anymore.
No, well, Yamat on the right.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's good enough. And it's not he's a bad player. I just think we got Flamina and that.
That's why we have cover there.
They're a lot better.
Depends on the formation as well, because Yamat can fit certain formations, i.e., like a 5-3-2.
Yeah,
better like a wing-back role, better than say. Firminia's better as a overlapping aggressive fullback. You know.
So you'd probably be swapping them.
Right, Greg's saying I was all over Gray last season. Don't know if you spoke about it. We will speak a bit more in detail for you, Greg, as well. Good evening, mate. But I'm willing to clean the slate and give him a new go. Fair play, Greg. Yeah, that's what we're doing as well, mate. New season, new start. Louise Rush is on as well. Evening, Louise.
Based on the clips I've seen of Gray in pre-season games up to this point,
he looks sharp, doesn't he?
He looks very different to the player we got last season. He looks a lot more sharp. He looks a lot more. Yeah. He still takes a little bit too long in front of goal.
Yes.
We saw this. We all saw this against Sampdoria. Still, he can be too indecisive about when to take the shot. Yeah. Because there are about 3 opportunities where he took a touch too long.
Yeah.
And then the angle was narrowed out by the goalkeeper, was too far wide.
Yeah.
But he looks a lot sharper and actually gains those positions, so he looks a better player. It was the fact that he actually won the header for Deano to volley in.
Yeah, that's a knockdown. That's a good knockdown, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I'm saying he looks a lot more sharp.
Yeah.
He looked happier, like we know, with 2 up top.
Oh, God, yeah.
He looked more.
Both of them do. Yeah, I mean, Dini's best spells as a player have been with another striker.
Yeah, Prestigio, Forestieri, Igalo.
Yeah, the main 2 were the Fessy and not Fessy. It started with Fessy, then it was Vidra and Igalo was his best 2 or 3 seasons were brilliant when he had those up front.
I mean, we've already said it. We'd love him to bang in 2020.
And the thing is, those players have had their best times as a strike, with Dini actually.
Yeah. Well, even as, I mean, people say, oh, Leicester played 2 up front. Technically, they actually didn't.
It's 4-4-1-1.
It was. Morris was acting as a player behind Vardy, but then also doubling up as a striker when needed.
Which is what we tried to do, but didn't get it right.
No, because we primarily started as 4-3-3 with 2 marauding
wingers.
And after a while, people sussed us out a bit.
Yeah, they did.
Basically, nullify the wings. You pretty much you can nullify the wings with your fullbacks.
Because Dini is immobile to make that work. Dini's too immobile to make the lone striker work, and Gray doesn't have the presence to make lone striker work. That's why he needs them together, and we covered this a lot last season.
Neil's saying Dini and Gray, the new Jenkins and Blissett.
You're right.
The modern day. I would love that to happen, mate. That's very positive.
A new Deano and Beaver.
Yeah.
I reckon it could work because, to be honest, Deanie.
It looked like it would work.
We haven't actually seen it work, so there's no reason why it can't.
No.
It looked like it would last season when if you gave it a go.
Yeah.
Well, right. Look at back to Brighton.
Yeah.
Have a look. You know, like I said, they were, I think, a point behind us.
Yeah, 1 point behind us.
And you look at their finish to ours. If you were a Brighton fan, you think that's a very good season.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, great season. 15th.
Yeah,
That's safe.
Yeah.
Never really in trouble, were they? Throughout the season. One possibly 1 month throughout the whole season, they were possibly in trouble.
Great season.
But then you look at our one, the way the season went, it was very disappointing.
Yeah, should have finished at least 10th. Newcastle finished there, didn't they?
They're a late surge, but it proves you can have a poor season most of the season, have a late surge. Bournemouth did it the season before, and then finish with a looking like a really good season. Like Bill Shankly said years ago, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah,
and it still applies
now. I think we all want top 10 this year. I'm sick of this fall.
I expect 10th
minimum minute.
The thing is, the ambition of the club is there, which is important.
Yeah,
it's just a case of getting
putting it out on the pitch and stuff.
Yeah, it's
everything you hear from the club is geared towards getting there. So at least that's promising.
Oh yeah. It's just we all can say if buts and maybes. This game we threw away in the last minute, and
the thing is,
so many of them.
We also find a lot of people are saying Fulham has spent well. All these clubs around us have
some good players.
Yeah, they have, but it's not like we haven't either.
No, true.
I think I find there's a lot of negativity about our squad when actually it's not that bad. We do need to strengthen some areas still, striker and centre back.
Yeah.
But we haven't had to strengthen the other areas too much because they're already very strong. And now we've actually added depth to that area as well this year.
Yeah.
We have a good squad. We just need to get those two areas. And then
right and left back were covered. Midfield,
which we didn't have last. I'm saying we didn't have that last year.
No, we didn't. It was just one player. So, oh God, who do we put in now?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whereas now this year, we've actually addressed most of the concerns in the squad.
Yeah.
With what was actually quite a strong squad when it was all fit.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we've said, isn't it? It's about injuries again this year, isn't it?
Which I think,
as long as we don't get this silly injury again.
Last 2 seasons, we kept a solid base. We had the injury luck that we had the first season under Flores.
Or how much do you maybe wonder kept injuries under wraps under that season?
Yeah, I know, but also we did have a lot more luck.
Yeah,
I mean, the stats proved it.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of luck with injuries.
Like Burnley did last season as well.
But I've said that many times.
Yeah.
You have the luck. You have a lot of luck in games. Throughout the season, a lot of things go for you, and you have players playing above themselves.
Yeah.
Or at least
Burnley did. Yeah, they did play above themselves,
and
they overachieved.
Yeah.
But deservedly were finished where they finished.
Yeah, hard work. Yeah.
The hard work and a bit of luck. Yeah.
99 times out of 100, your position on the table doesn't lie.
No, well, that's true. It is true.
Mr. Graham Laycock's in the house as well. Evening, Graham. Lovely to meet you Saturday, mate. Just remember guys, the Day of Stop supporting Watford is the Day of Stop Breathing mugs are still available. $7.99. Contact Graham Laycock. All the proceeds go to epilepsy charity, guys. So message him and do your bit for charity. Just remember, we're sponsored by Sweets for All, Unit 5, New Watford Market. Get down there, see Lord Seren, aka Morphis. Get your sweet fix. He does a lot of sponsorship, a lot of fundraising for the air ambulance. So look out for the little tins. Get yourself. I think they're £1, and I think pretty much all of it goes to the charity as well. He's done a lot of work. He did a skydive as well this year. So get down to Unit 5 Watford Market and buy your sweets. And there's a nice little cafe next door as well. So we always give them a little plug as well. They're going to love us now. So yeah, he's on the left-hand side, guys. By the way, as soon as you get into the market, keep looking left.
Do you think Brighton are going to go 4-4-2 as well, or are they going to change it up?
Yeah, they'll play one up top.
You reckon they do one?
I think they played. Was it Brighton had Mounier? Or was that Huddersfield? That was Huddersfield.
Huddersfield Mounier's at Huddersfield, yeah.
He wasn't a bad player, was he? He was all right.
I'll tell you what, their best player, apart from I'll put a couple here. Obviously, you got the usual our favourites, Duffy and Dunk.
Yeah.
Murray, the Dunk him. Gross is what but if
Gross,
but if I'm looking at if I'm looking at Brighton, Gross would be my favourite player.
Yeah.
And actually, Glenn Murray's won me over because the last few years I've said, oh, Murray's only done it for Palace one season. He didn't really do it. And look out, what's it, 20 goals did he score? The Premier League?
He was around the England squad, thereabout. I know that might be more painful, but at the same time.
Yeah,
but he's hard working, and when the chips are down, you need a player like that.
You want those kind of players. Yeah.
Roll their socks up and get on with it.
Yeah, 5 months till Christmas, guys. Nice present.
Who said that?
Becky and Stuart are on. Evening, guys.
At the moment, just trying to look up where the injury list is for Brighton at the moment.
Get your search engine out for the lads. Yeah, he's getting it out. Yeah, we'll look, shout out some injury news as well, mate. Guys, we're in association with WD18, the Watford Fans channel. Like, share and subscribe to get the latest fan news, latest transfers, pre-match and post-match fan views and vlogs. Get online to YouTube, search WD18, like, share and subscribe to the boys. And just remember, Ashby St Eve, evening Jim. Big shout out to Jim Cook. Thanks for the logos, mate, as always. Google Ashby St Eve to get your superhero Watford t-shirts and also the exclusive TMA Graham Taylor t-shirt as modelled by our lovely model here, Duncan, Sir Dunc.
You can see that, can't you?
So Google Ashby St Eve, get on to Ashby St Eve and order your superhero Watford t-shirts. Plenty of our colours, funny enough, including a few Brighton ones as well. And all your gifts and souvenirs by them. And Paul Muzzy with his vlogs. He's done a vlog for Sampdoria home game, so get on there all through the season. He does the ladies games, the first team. He does plenty of non-league stuff as well. So Paul Muzzy on YouTube, like, share and subscribe with Mr. Muzzy as well.
Yeah, I forgot about Duncan Duffy. How can I forget them two?
Duncan Duffy, but they've signed a couple of decent defenders as well to alongside them because they won't consistently play a whole season together, will they? So
I'm a bit gutted we didn't try signing one of them.
I'd
your Flint as well.
Aidan Flint, I just think he's one of the best defender in the championship.
Yeah, he's really good.
I think he's probably 28 now. 28, good age, very good age.
For a centre back, that's the age you want.
That's the prime age for a centre back, really, isn't it?
If we got him down the kick road or whatever.
As a goalkeeper's about 30.
Which is about the right age.
No, right age for a goalkeeper's about 30.
Yeah.
You're looking at to get him around
29s to 34ish.
Yeah. I mean, you look at Brad Frieda, how many years he still went, and look at 40 minimum, yeah. Jim's saying, evening Jim, he's saying Brighton has to be our easiest first game of the Premiership season, so we need 3 points to get us off to a flying start. Out of the other three, he's probably right, because I mean, we had Liverpool, we had Everton away the first season.
Yeah.
We had Southampton, actually, possibly it's Brighton, because Southampton was going to be a tricky game away, and then Liverpool. Yeah. Last season, that's probably our hardest game was Liverpool. Would be our hardest game.
Yeah, we still got a point out of that.
Still got a point, yeah, exactly.
Because Okaka and Iceland was against sort of northern clubs, apparently.
Even Britos scored. You know.
Our mate Britos.
Our mate Britos, legend.
Right, next. Who we got next? I've bloody forgotten the fixtures now. What we got next after Brighton?
I think is it Tottenham? No. Yes? No?
God, my memory.
Call yourself a Watford fan.
Old age, I'm afraid. It's knocking on.
Oh, Alan, say evening, Alan. He's got a new. He'll probably elaborate on this. Congratulations on your new job in non-league. Burnley away, that's the one. Right, evening from Leicester, Nirvana versus Rugby Town, where it is currently 1-0 to the home side. So Leicester Nirvana are beating Rugby Town. So.
No, so Burnley away after that. Crystal Palace.
Quite a lot of home games to start.
That is right, guys. At the next 3 games, so we've got Brighton at home, we've got Burnley away, and then Palace at home. How many points do you think we're going to get out of those 3? I think 7.
I knew you were saying that.
7 or 9. I actually think we could actually, not realistically, but I honestly, no, I do think actually realistically we can get 9.
I'm going to be negative and say 4 because it's a sort of Watford thing.
I think a draw in the first. So you're looking at a draw in the first game and they'll win at Palace against Palace.
Yeah,
we have to beat Palace. I really don't like them with a passion.
6 points. That's what I'm going for.
Come on, guys. How many? 6 points. I've going 7, 4. How many?
You're going 9 pitch.
My head's going 7. My heart's going 9. I'm going 7.
I'd love to get 9, but being Watford, don't cock it up somewhere. I'd love to get 9 points out of that.
He's even written it down. This is how serious it is. He's actually written it down.
11-4.
Yeah, Tottenham are in September. Yes, thank you very much, Mickatry.
When's Burnley's next Europa game? I know they got one now. When's the second leg after that? Because they might be a bit knackered.
Well, they've already beaten Aberdeen, haven't they? So they're in.
Yeah, they've got another one.
Played for as well.
One more qualifier, is it?
Yeah, they've got one. I was reading.
How many qualifiers do you have to go to?
No, there is another qualifier. I saw it. It's some country. I can't pronounce it, but.
Well, Mark, Mr. Murley, evening Murley, Mr. Mark, 4-2 as well. So he says 4. He agrees with you, Dino. So he's 4 as well. It's not being negative.
It's just thinking.
If you said, "Oh no, I sod it," well, I think we'll get 4. We were a load of rubbish. That's being negative. You're actually saying, like you said, right? I think we're going to get 4. That's basically just a prediction.
Yeah, that's it.
We probably will get 4, but you know, we're looking at it on the basis in terms of the games after that. It's going to be one hell of a run after. We've got Tottenham coming out. I think
we've got Man United there as well.
Man United.
We've got Fulham squeezed.
We need to look at getting at least 6 to 7, 6 to 9 between that 6 to 9 bracket
before you get to that next sort
of the bigger teams. Yeah.
I'd love to get 9 points.
Top of the table and goal difference with Man City. Good boy, Mick. That's what we like to hear.
I like it, Mick.
And he's thrown in the 9 as well. So.
I love it, Mick. Yeah, good man.
Get your 9 points out for the lads, Mick. Yes, I love your 9 points. Neil Rossen said, brought Watford Treasury on Saturday. Oh, yeah, good publication, guys. They're probably out around the Vic as well. So it's only £5. It is a great read. And this is what Neil said as well. £5, great read. Need 2 more, read 2 more issues out later in the season. So it's a good shout out for Neil. So Watford Treasury, they'll probably be outside the ground. They were near the cemetery when we walked past them last time. So look around that area. They'll probably be around there. So grab your Treasury thing, grab a burger, and then go down there. So it is a good read. It's sort of, I know we posted a few. Dave Quick, in fact. So shout out to Dave. He's posted a couple of adverts about them as well. So apparently it's a really good read. And Neil's just testified that as well. So have a look round. It's only a £5, and like he said, 2 more issues before the end of the season as well. So yeah. So it's a good.
Right then, transfer deadline. I'm not going to mention that one yet because I'm very excited about it. If it does happen, extremely excited. Who's this Barcelona one again?
Alcácer.
Alcácer. What's happening with him then? What's happening with him?
The rumours are there's a couple of teams interested, including Southampton. There was rumour of Leicester, as well as Valencia, and I think one or 2 other teams around there.
Yeah.
What's the current setup for that is that Valencia have offered a permanent up front. Southampton are apparently interested in putting in a deal. Out of the teams interested, we've got Barca are trying to get us as his preferred team.
Yeah.
The setup, rumour has it will be a 2-year loan.
Yeah.
Presumably there'll be a loan, they'll be paying the wages, presumably, and then there'll be an obligation to buy at the end of that 2-year loan.
Not sounding silly, is he that good?
Yes,
he is.
He's a good player.
From what I've read fans say and seen him play, his link-up play is okay. Don't rely on him for link-up play, but if you put him in the box, he will finish.
He's a poacher.
Why did someone come to me and said, "Yeah, we can't be that good because he's."
He's got Lewis.
I've got some deluded mates. I tell you, because they said to me, "Oh, we can't be that good because he's not in the Barca team." I said, "Who's in front of him?"
Hello.
Luis Suarez, Messi. You got Coutinho there as well. I know it's midfield.
Yeah.
It's kind of like. And the thing is, he's playing back up to Zen, so he's not going to exactly be a.
To be honest, that player we've just said, and the player you're going to shout out as well in a minute. If we get these 2 players, we're pretty much sorted for their thing. Who else do we really need? Because we can keep our centre backs fit. If this is in it.
Diego Rejas is still available as a free agent.
Apparently he's Max Meyer, but I know
that was a good signing.
Max Meyer, that was an excellent signing.
See, Mick, he said, I can't see us paying £100 a week, but we've paid £100 a week on Deeney. And
is that all this bloke wants? Give it to him.
Give it £100. If it's only £100 a week, just give it to him.
No, I'm sorry.
Or get him on loan for a season. Just
give it to him.
Who's that?
Okay, so I'll say so. How do you?
Paco, I'm saying the idea is it'll be a 2-year loan and then obligation to buy at the end. So we'll be buying at the end of it regardless.
Yeah.
It's not option. It's obligation.
If it's that good, give him his £100 a week.
Yeah. I'm saying Barcelona. I'm saying at the moment Barcelona prefer us as his destination.
Yeah. Just get it.
And they're trying to encourage Alcácer to go to us before Thursday. because they
can't
want to
wait for Thursday. Really can't.
I'm saying because they're trying to get him off their wage bill.
I'll be like that in front
of
the
same reason.
5 o'clock it finishes, isn't it?
I'm not at work, mate, so I can watch it.
It's 5 p.m.
Yeah, some of us have to work.
17 hours.
Is that what you're just going to have?
No, I'm not going to watch it for 17 hours. It's 1,700 hours.
It'd be like 3 till 5. You'll watch it, won't you?
Yeah, I'll be like.
How old is this bloke anyway?
24.
Really?
Good age.
Good age, yeah.
Good age.
Great age.
He joined them in,
was
it 2016, I think it was. He had a barnstorming season with, I think it was Valencia or something.
He's a quality championship manager, I tell you.
I got him manager, he's absolutely yes.
I got him on championship manager 2 seasons ago when it was, remember the one that you played?
Yeah.
And I actually got him up front for like Man City. And he's got like 30 goals a season for us. And I did have De Bayer beside him with De Bruyne, and I had them cutting in. I didn't put him in the centre midfield. Just saying that I did put Neymar ahead of him at one stage. So Neymar scored about 50 goals for me one season. So
did Neymar stay on his feet on the game?
Well, for 50 of the goals he did. So that's all
about as much as Forestieri did for our first season.
What we paid Deany 100,000 a week. We started paying him about a season ago, Mick.
Yeah, Jesus.
The thing is, I think he's on 70. I think.
No,
with bonuses and everything, he's on the 100.
Yeah, with bonuses, but I think his base wage is on the 100.
Yeah.
Again, if Paco's wages are sort of same setup, then actually go for it.
Yeah, but look at Decore. He must be on near 100 now with that new contract.
He's worth it. He's definitely worth it.
There's definitely a clause, a big top 6 clause or some sort of thing around that.
I don't think that's the clause. I think it just will be a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, it'd be like the Ronaldo thing. Stay for one more season, then we'll let you have your move. But we're going to sign you on a 5-year deal so we can get some good money.
Exactly.
I think it's a gentleman's agreement, which is fair enough.
Which is the same thing.
It is like Paul.
It's the same thing, but it means there's not a fixed price.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the same thing. They're saying, yeah, but what I mean is not fixing his price. They're putting him on a 5-year deal.
Just to guarantee the value.
So you can get him a good price.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, we're not saying, no, you said it's gentleman's agreement. What I'm saying is it's, we just get a good price. We can basically haggle it because the big clubs, if he has a barnstorming season, we can get at least 60 million out of him. Because look at the market. If Dick Van Dijk could go for bloody 75 million.
If Richarlison can go for 50 million.
Oh God! And
that Polish bloke for 40 in it, 30 in it. You know
what I mean? 30, 40.
Yeah, exactly.
How can he go for 40? It's like Ross McCormack. How the hell could he manage to basically beat as much as Shearer for almost
inflation.
2 seasons? Yeah.
The market's just inflation and anything.
Yeah,
so
don't get him started on.
That's the only thing I don't like about the inflation. Where I know it's a different era, I know it's 20 years ago, but it's just where you guarantee 30 goals in the Premier League, gets you 15 million player, which was a world record fee at the time for that position, and now you're spending 15 million on, like Jordan Ive back to. I don't keep banging on about it, but that was the comparison. It's like I know it's like I said. Already repeating myself. I know it's a different era. I know it's inflating prices, but it's just seriously. You look at the class.
The money is just ridiculous. No matter how you spend it.
It's never going. Unless some sort of recession comes into play, it's never going to get anything. It'll just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The problem will burst eventually.
A couple of years ago when Mourinho was saying the value for Pogba at the time, 89 million at the time? For Pogba, and you're saying, mark my words, in a year or two's time, this will be value. Next year, I think it was Neymar for nearly 270 million.
The example of what you've just said is, like I said, at the start of last season was it Nathan Ake? If Nathan Ake has 5 really good seasons under Bournemouth, 20 million is like a free transfer.
Yeah.
Like you've just said, it's a long-term thing. We've paid 80 million.
Bear in mind, Ake rumour has a buyback clause, whereas Chalobah doesn't.
No.
I know what you're saying.
They've learnt the lesson. No, but in terms of if he didn't go,
Ake still had time in his contract.
If he didn't go and Chelsea just said we don't want him, and he didn't go and he had 5 years, even 4 or 5 years. I mean, then it's an investment. It's good value. Like Ben Gibson, 15 million to Burnley, a lot of money for a player. Good signing, but 15 million is still a hell of a lot of money for a centre back of his quality who hasn't really flourished in the Premier League. He's a good defender. But then if you get, say, 3 good seasons out of him, or 2 very good seasons out of him, it's a bargain. It's really looking at, from the point of view of the inflation, it's the investment. If you're playing on a younger player, if you're playing, saying that with Ronaldo, people say, well, hang on a moment, they've spent 100 million on Ronaldo. They've basically made at least 55 million. This is John Roulier, shout out to John. They've basically made, from a month ago, 55 million over that amount and paid it off already, purely on his sponsorship, it's purely on his shirt sales. Like Beckham, people go, you shell out so much on Beckham. You make 3 times back on his shirt sales anyway around the world. So you pretty much basically got Ronaldo on a free transfer.
Ronaldo is that.
I'll counter shirt sale with the fact that in theory they add up quick. However, a very small percentage actually gets back to the club. It's more to be.
Mark Murley said something about that guy as well. He says half the wages and Barca will pay the other half. He's also said try and get a deal where they pay half the wages, same sort of thing. Pay half the wages for 2 years and then pay him 100,000 a week when we sign him permanently. But that time I'd imagine Dini won't be with us. He's not being negative.
No, he's being realistic. Yeah.
And Bjorn's back at evening, Bjorn.
About 32, 33 is when a striker exits his peak.
Yeah, he just
as a striker, because of the pace and everything. Like, I'll tell you what, completely different change, and I said this to you, completely different sport, but it's the same sort of thing where...
Principle,
same sort of principle where Tony Bellew says, you don't get better with age, you hide your weaknesses. So you, in theory, from the outside, look like you're in fact, you're not.
It's just like you know how to...
Right, look, Adams, I'll tell you what, years ago, and I know it's a different era, Tony Adams was probably one of the best to hide his deficiencies. The guy was a raving alcoholic for most of his career, but you would not know, and also you'd not know that the guy was a complete donkey. People say the complete donkey, but to be honest, everyone would want him on his side. He'd get stripped for pace, but you wouldn't actually notice it because he was that good. Positioning was world class.
Yeah.
And people go, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm sorry. To mask the frailties that Adams had, your position has to be world class.
You have to be smart.
It was world class positioning. He might not have been world class, but his position was
he knew where to be and what. Right, this player, I don't care how many midfielders got. I want him. James Ward-Prowse of Southampton. I've seen this. I don't know if it's true. 10 million from Southampton.
That's a free transfer. That's a free transfer.
Bear in mind, that's reported from the Sun.
Okay, I just saw it.
From a unknown journalist.
Well, I'm taking Dino's thing of saying...
I love if it's true.
I'm taking Dino's thing with gore. I'm saying gore like that.
And saying, if it's true, yes, please. But I don't think it's true.
Oh, Bjorn would say yeah. Bjorn would say yeah. Yeah, Danker.
Yeah.
I'd be amazed if you sold him for 10 though. I'd love to get him.
Actually, I don't see him going for 10.
That'd be daylight robbery if we got him for 10. That'd be amazing play. I would say. I'm surprised Liverpool ain't been after him yet. So the cockshites.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I think Van Dijk scared him off trainer again for a while.
I think Van Dijk stepped in time, didn't he?
I love Prowse in that team. I know we got loads.
I think Prowse and I'll say so already.
Yeah, like you said, get them to.
Get those two will be fine.
And put in a bid for Flint as well, and then we'll be well away.
Oh, Aidan Flint. Yeah, get rid of Britos and bring on Flint. I'm not an anti-Britos, but Britos has had his time now. Getting Aidan Flint as well. Brilliant.
Britos would have had his time if he didn't extend his contract higher.
I would have actually said if we got rid of it, if the core actually left, I would have had Tom Kearney from Fulham.
Good player,
quality.
He cost you.
Awesome.
He must cost you.
He wouldn't have gone though because they went up.
No,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
if this is all ifs. I'll tell you what, who they've actually signed. I know it's completely off Watford related, but I'll tell you what, they have signed a player.
Was it from Nice? That was
Yeah, he's their Kante.
Really?
This guy is quality. This is another N'Golo Kante.
Same from Nice. He was an Seri.
Seri, that's it. Seri is N'Golo Kante, the next version. This guy...
Seri, quite simply put, is a dog's bollocks.
Yeah, he is a very good player. Really? This guy will basically win him. You watch his interception rating next season,
bang in there,
and the Opta stats will be up through the roof. Be absolutely amazing. Right, Jim Moulton saying, we're an established Premier League club now. We need to pay Premier League wages. Just pay it and get a quality player on board.
Absolutely, I agree.
10 million yard danker all day long. Just think it will happen. Just don't think it will happen though. Not at 10 million, Bjorn.
15, 20, I reckon.
I think minimum 20.
Yeah.
Again, minimum 20, which would be decent value all round.
Yeah.
He's a good player, and plus he can take a good free kick and all.
The Cleverley deal for 8 million looks better value each year.
He's got the quality, but he's also got the work rate of someone like Brighton.
Yeah.
And all Brighton, a young English lad who does a lot of work like cleverly that gets very unnoticed as well.
Yeah, unsung hero.
Unsung hero as well as another one.
He was one of the reasons why they managed to actually turn it round against Southampton when they played us at home.
He was the game changer, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm saying he was the reason why they turned it round.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone said that though at the game. They said he was. If it weren't for him, we would have lost it. They would have lost it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was definitely our man of the match when I saw he was. That's when I said if we could anyone. I'm surprised, and no one's actually gone in for him.
Who's that?
What, Ward-Prowse?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I am. Like the Team Stone. He's an excellent player.
He's one of those that'll fit Watford.
Oh, he'd be superb.
Watford player that will suit Gracia's philosophy.
Oh, I think
he's a Gracia player. Really, the way he sets the team.
How are we going to fit this many midfielders in theory?
I don't care.
If everyone's fit. At the moment,
Corey doesn't produce it enough. Even though he's one of my favourite players, I still stick up for the guy all day long. I just don't think at the moment consistently. He didn't do it last season when he did have his chance. He had little moments that he looked class. There's little moments where I sang his praises.
Who was that?
Not Decore, Capu.
Yeah,
sorry, not Decore.
Capu.
Decore is just class, but Capu on and off, yeah.
Capu, I find he's doing a lot better under Gracia than he did under Silva.
Yeah.
Because he's been put further back into a more familiar position. But on top of that, he's been given a much more defined role, where he can be told, you sit back, you win the ball, you move it on. Nice and simple.
Yeah.
Whereas before, under Mazzari, he was given almost so much sort of freedom to do what he wanted that in the end, do you remember on Mazzari, we hated him almost because he went missing a lot of the time. Because I think he was given too much of a free role, whereas Garcia made him a lot more disciplined.
Start of the season, it suited him. Then it
probably
went a bit stale, didn't it?
Start of the season, Capu didn't really play much on the
not under Mazzari.
Yeah,
he scored 5 goals. He was our top scorer.
Yeah, Capu was for the first 10 or so games, he was actually on fire.
Against United was probably one of his best games in that period as well.
If not the.
Yeah.
For us.
That's what run the highlight. Right. Paul's saying, how would you guys feel if we actually didn't get anyone in the next few days?
I'd be okay.
I wouldn't be too worried. Yeah, I'll be all right. Yeah,
I'd be okay with it. I'd be a little disappointed, but at the same time, it's not like we haven't done any action in the transfer window. It's just we've got ours done very early.
I think that's what a lot of teams, when they feel a bit disappointed, and then you look back and say, hang on a moment. We've got
Deano AND Sir Dunc. We've got Ken Sema, who's given us depth.
We've done some good signings. No, we have. I'd like to
we're getting players back. I'm saying we're getting players back from injury, which is just as important.
Yeah.
Cleverly, Deano, Chalobah.
Penaranda, when he's fully fit, we ain't going to see a lot of him. But
Penaranda's more a case of citizenship problem, which has now been resolved since he's now got a Spanish passport.
Now we're just going to fit like Lee Hughes.
Isaac's success as well.
Will Hughes situation, just bring him in.
Yeah.
Isaac's success, the same,
Again, we've actually got depth where we didn't have it last season.
I reckon we might see Penaranda around January-ish. So
I think more where Hughes was introduced, like October, November.
Around there, yeah.
That's when Hughes was introduced under Silver, and that's when he
was it?
Yeah.
Well, Mick's saying one great player don't make a great team. I know 11 great players make it. We know that. What we're saying is, out of you always get one or two. And I'll tell you what, one example a few years ago when Birmingham was struggling, they needed that spark, and it was
wasn't Fabrini because they'd signed.
No, it was not Djorkaeff.
Oh, that's who I was thinking.
It was that French guy. I know who he's with. That was the player that he done.
I know who you mean.
Dugarry, was it Dugarry? The striker?
It was like that in one player. And Ward-Prowse was one of those players that helped spark that revival. That's what we mean. Was one player was basically, as it stood up and
it gives them the creativity as well.
Gave them that little spark. You always say, okay, we've done everything else, but we missed that little spark.
Yeah.
And that's what Ward-Prowse played us. That's pretty much what he went.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, this is a thing for you from Bjorn. How's the sunburn?
Better. You can still see it's a little bit sort of now tanned rather than.
He said to us, "You found him good and see the young man safe and sound." Dugarry, that's it, Mark. Well done, mate. Dugarry.
There we are.
That's an example of a player. 11 players make a team, but one player ignites the team and
gets them going.
Like I say, Zidane in 2006. France were a better team with him than without him.
Yeah.
A lot of teams get that. Jim's saying, I agree that I think that we need a quality striker. We have strength elsewhere in the team, but we need a proven striker. We can't win games if we don't score.
Centre-back striker, and that'll be a perfect window.
Yeah. But he's right, though. We can't win if we don't score. I know it sounds really stupid to score more than the opposition, but he's...
Yeah. We can't rely on Dean and Gray being fit the whole season.
We can't rely on sitting back on a 1-0 even, because then people go, well, that was a dodgy decision. Yeah, but we were 2-0 up. It wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah,
That's what I always used to say to him when we've had dodgy decisions. It's wrong and it's not right.
But we can help ourselves.
If we help ourselves and we score goals, finish teams off that we didn't do, and that
happened quite a few times last season. Do you remember Palace away?
Oh, don't remind me. That gives me headaches.
I'm sorry,
or Everton away.
Yeah, but Everton we were 2-0 up.
We were 2-0 up, and we still had chances, didn't take them. Gomez got injured. Then obviously,
see, Everton with the 2-0 should have been more holding what we got and pressing them further up the pitch. And like they always say, there's another one. He's up there. And
Gomez was having an excellent game that game, made a double save, got injured on the double save, and then that was it.
I think because Conesis as well, and this is not a criticism of him, and we've delved into this many times, but in that sense, because the new keeper comes in, there's not that understanding, and I said this, to be fair on him, there wasn't that understanding, and you would know this as a keeper, there's not that understanding between the defence and the forwards. The organisation that had been working on his training purely with Gomez...
You'll still get some of it. You'll get some of it, but I won't get...
Well, it proved it with their first goal.
Tops.
That's what I'm saying. You'll get some of it, but not all of it.
Because the confidence comes with at least 50% almost.
I'm saying, you'll get some of it, but that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just, I don't remind me that game. That was a bloody horrible.
Didn't you go to that one?
Didn't we?
I am going to go to Everton away, and if we lose for the third time, I don't know if I'll go fourth.
Well, to be fair, I'm going to the Burnley away game.
Are you? Okay.
That's probably even worse. They were both crap displays when I
watched them.
This first one on Sky.
I need to get my away tickets.
I hate the Lord Mayor's show thing as well. There's a load of crap. I mean, the Lord Mayor, people say using the excuse to just diss a defeat. Oh well, it's a Lord Mayor's show. We knew we were going to. It's basically we knew we were going to lose. No. Remember when we beat United?
Yeah.
Not convincingly, but we played bloody well that game. We deserved to win that.
Was that
we went to Burnley.
Home game or away?
We went home. At home. BT Sport. We went away to Burnley, and we were shocking.
Rubbish.
And
I remember that.
We went there expecting. I actually, honestly, expected to win that.
I was confident.
Not
overconfident. We lost 2-0, 3-0 or so.
2-0. And it was boring.
Terrible.
They were terrible. But Burnley were terrible. But fair play to them. They did what they needed to do to win. So you can only really give them credit. Dicey set it up to frustrate us and get the goal.
Which is what also happened last season, I think, as well.
To a degree, definitely. Yeah. Well, it didn't help that we were crap.
And then we lost. Did we beat Burnley or lose?
That frustrated the hell out of me because, frustrated the hell out of me because Gray should have been playing up front with Deano.
Yeah, we said that.
Because he would have been hungry to. Really.
I hope they do that this year. If he starts against Brighton, playing against Burnley away, none of this.
I'd be really annoyed. The one thing I would say of Brighton at home, I'd be really annoyed if we play one up front.
What's the point in the sand?
I'm not saying that Grassier is incompetent.
Just so we don't like it. What's the point in trying?
I said the tweet by Adam Leventhal last week now, what he was saying, Grassier looks like he wants to sell on 4-4-2. You saw that against Sampdoria. I think that will be a theme of the season. He will change it up, obviously, once in a while, depending on the team.
Oh, absolutely, change the formation if you have to. But
I think this season our mainstay will be 4-4-2.
I hope so.
I'd love that. I'd love to hear that. Right. I'll tell you what. If we get anything, even anything with two up front will do me. 4-4-2 even better. Some variation of a 4-4-2, not necessarily
3-5-2 even. Two up top.
Prudhomme, Middle, Captain left, Cathcart right.
4-3-3
left.
4-3-3 or 4-3-1-2.
Yeah.
Two there, Pereira behind them, or someone behind them.
Just two up top.
Mr. Mick Watford really saying us in the 80s, Leicester City, not so long age. Did not have superstars. He's basically referring to us in the 80s and Leicester. Didn't have many superstars and still achieved great things with great team spirit and playing for each other. Sorry, me and Stuart did the Lord Mayor show in the 80s. Yeah, definitely has to be 2 up front to start. That's Sandra. Evening, Sandra. She's definitely 2 to start up front. Yeah, I completely agree. Guys, message us your score predictions if you haven't already, and your lineups for Saturday. Let's go through our lineups again, mate. What was the lineup you?
So I went 4-4-2. So I was Foster, Messina, Capitani, Cathcart, Janmat.
Yeah.
Herrera, Hughes, Capu, because I thought Corey would be fit, but he won't. So Capu instead, and then Ken Sema, Deeney, Gray.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much.
Near enough the same. I just signed Yamat for me.
Yeah, Foster, Yamat, Cabs and Cathcart, Olbass left. Like I say, this is the one I think they're going to do. And midfield, Capu, Hughes, and Gray. Gray. Yeah, so we'll put 2 on the wings. We'll put. Actually, I've changed it. I'm actually now changed my mind, and Delafay is going to be on the bench, and I put Pereira and Sema Sema on the wings, and Gray and Deeney up front.
I don't think Decore, Delboy, or Chalobah will be fit.
Goes with your 4-4-2 theory as well. Right, I've been pretty much endorsed your 4-4-2 as well with that, but with an more of a 4-4-2 attacking formation. That with the 2 interchangeable pushing left and right as well. So. Definitely, yeah, like say Sandra's saying, definitely. So, pitch prediction nailed on 2-1 the Hornets. Bjorn saying, yeah, well, I make great minds think alike, young man. Right, guys, just remember Sunday evening we are back with myself, the young man. He is a young man, and the Mood Deano, and possibly a guest as well. And then the following Tuesday back with Sir Dunc. So this young man will be back, and this lesser young man.
I'll be a year older that day.
How does it make you feel?
It's my birthday on the Saturday, so Watford give me points on
a birthday celebration already. Yeah, definitely.
Why, that's the Burnley game, is it?
No, that's Brighton.
Guys, look out for the Paul Muzzy vlogs on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, and also WD18, the Watford Fans channel. Like, share, and subscribe to get the latest pre-match, post-match fan views, transfer news, fan views, and everything in between. And just remember, we are sponsored by Sweets for All, Unit 5, New Watford Market. Go out of the multi-storey car park. Most of us do go out of. Go down the bottom, the very bottom. Go through the car park. It's underneath the mini bridge on the left, New Watford Market, and it's on the left next to a nice little cafe. And he does a lot for the air ambulance as well, guys. So get in there, do your bit for charity as well. So big shout out to Seren, and once more another shout out to Ashby St Eve, Jim Cook. Big shout out to you, young man. Google Ashby St Eve to get all superhero t-shirts, gifts, souvenirs, and more. And also our exclusive Graham Taylor TMA t-shirt modelled by the lovely model Dunc and Sir Dunc. So Sir Dunc's got it. You need to do it as well. So Jim, thanks very much, mate. Always a pleasure to have you on. And the Mood Deano, late as ever, fashionably late, shall we say? Fashionably late. Yes, young man.
Sick of you.
Right, guys. Score prediction. I'm obviously going with me 2-1.
I'm going to stick with 1-0.
That's it. I'll go for the pitch prediction.
And I'm going for Gray to score it as well.
Deeney and Pereira. I'd love Gray to score 2.
I'm going Deeney Gray.
You're going to go Gray, yeah.
Good. Yeah. I'd actually want Gray to score both, but I think
Deeney and Pereira. Who cares?
Nobody's going to care as long as we get 2 goals.
Yeah, no one's going to care as long as we win.
It could be 2 own goals, but I don't think anybody would care much.
Do that all season.
Last minute dodgy handball penalty or something. I really don't care, to be honest.
I must admit, Deeney looked a lot fitter than the last time. He doesn't look as heavy.
I'll agree with that.
Don't look as heavy.
He looks more like the 15-16 Deeney.
Yeah, he does.
You wonder how much it's based on him having a strike partner, and how much is him actually putting his own work, and I think it's just a combination.
He looked like he slimmed down. It looks like a combination of the 2. He looks like he slimmed, not lost a lot, just a bit.
Talk about slim down moves. Then big news. Coming weigh-in went well tonight. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done, mate. The 6-pack's on its way.
Yeah, here it comes.
Duncan's going to get the first view, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what he said. He said he loves your
He said Phil as well.
Phil's a bit of a clinch. Live on the podcast, so we'll get you on a Sunday.
Moves, what's your score as well?
Score prediction, guys. Come on. Let's get them before we finish.
You know what I mean?
So, Dino, were you 2-1 as well, were you?
No, I was 1-0. I'm going to stick with 1-0 there, I'm afraid.
You're going with the 4-pointer. Guys, with 5 minutes to go, let's shout out your points out in the next 3 games. So it's Brighton at home, Burnley away,
then Crystal Palace
at home. So I've said I'm going with me head with 7 points. My heart says 9, but I really don't think we'll get 9.
I'm going with 6 points.
Moves this officially 1 stone lighter.
Oh, good man.
1 stone, £1 lighter, shall we say. 3-1, we need goals to stay in front of Man City.
Very true.
Positive, very positive.
Positive. Oh, Jesus Christ. We need about 200 goals in front of Man City. Now, I'm going for 4 points in them 3 games anyway.
4 points.
I'd like to say 9 as well, but I can't say it won't happen because it might happen, but I can't say it.
Yeah.
When you say Duncan 6.
Yeah, I'm thinking Brighton at home and then Crystal Palace at home. Even though I'm going to Burnley away, I think we're going to lose that one.
Yeah, I'd go 1-0 Brighton, lose 1-0 to Burnley, and then beat Palace 2-1.
Bjorn said, oh no, Moves is actually a 3-1 Watford, Gray, Deany and Hughes. Bjorn saying 7 points. Big shout out to Aidan. Just remembered, mate, Burnley away is the first game of the away thing. So hopefully next season you'll get your away shirt. So just remember, only use your ID, mate. I use your fan ID to get to your away trips. Then you will actually get a away shirt.
It won't be green though, will it? So.
Yeah. So 7
I'm not really a fan of the away kit.
999 from Watford.
So how many points are going to get, is it?
Yeah, Moves says 7 points. Yeah, they're pretty much going around 7 points, 4 to 7 points around that bracket. It's realistic.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll get 9. I love it if we do, but I really don't think we'll get that. So
you get that. That's a quarter of like the 40-point base nearly right there.
Yeah.
Who's predict we'd go down again? I read about this.
Merson.
Again,
Bellamy. I got slated for calling him a complete bellend.
Was Merson still drinking or something? He says it every year, and then he goes, "Oh, I've made a mistake there."
Put it this way, Merson had Liverpool undefeated last year.
Guys, he must have been on the scotch.
I'm starting to get a migraine from this stupidness. Seriously, guys, just remember we always shout out Paul Muzzy and WD18 on YouTube, but we are on YouTube. We will share out our channel. It's got all the reruns of the podcast if you really have got to nothing on your hands and you want to watch these podcasts again. But we've also got the audio podcast as well, guys. So we've got the official audio podcast. This is what it's mainly about, audio as well.
Yeah.
So if you missed the live edits, you can watch. You can technically watch it, but you can listen to the audio podcast as well. So they're usually on within a day after as well, guys. So just bear with me. I will get them on as quick as I can. We will share them out, but we'll put the link out to the official YouTube site. So like, share, and subscribe. Any ideas you want for, like, say, the podcast or even the YouTube channel, give us your opinions on them, and just give us your ideas, guys. So anything you can think. We try not to do vlogs or fan views or anything like that. That's Muzzy's speciality, and that's WD18's speciality as well, because they can do it miles better than us anyway. So it's not even trying to attempt to do that as well. So Mark, it's a pleasure having you, mate. Not us having you. You having us, basically. Pretty much. Hug the Graham, hug Graham statue for luck, guys. Yeah, well done, Mick. Yeah, fantastic. We saw you. Well, I think it should be by law. You should have to bow down on bending knee to as you're walking past that Taylor statue before every home game. Anyway, I think, to be honest. Salute the God. And Mr. Salisbury is fashionably late. Mate, you're about a minute away before we finish, but we are on Sunday, Paul. I'll see you Thursday, but we are on Sunday, mate, and we will get you on the sofa as quick as we can, mate, because I've already spoken to you as well for that, mate. So just remember, Sunday night, me, the young man, and Mudina will be on here, and we'll sneak in a special guest as well, possibly. So, Paul, give us a shout on Thursday, mate, if you want to come on.
He's fashionably late, though, isn't he?
He's very fashionably late, mate, I'll tell you.
Very tuned.
Yeah, so guys, just I'll get the guys can have the last word as well. But thank you ever so much, guys. Just like Moob said, he's not satisfied. He will streak if we get 2,000. So we have got over 1,100 already, guys. So yeah, it's a frightening thought. The image has been in my mind already. But guys,
he'll do it live as well.
He will do it live as well. Bloody not in here, mate. I've got to clean the sheets and everything, mate. So burn. I've got to fumigate everything, mate. I tell you. But we've got 1,100 already, guys, and that is all down to you spreading the word, watching the podcast. The podcasts are great because you guys watch it, give us our input. These guys do a fantastic job alongside me, but podcast worthwhile doing. So just keep sharing. Tell the milkman, tell Moves, everybody that moves us, just walk into his work and tell them as well. Share out as much as you can, guys. Tell them about the podcast. Tell them what we're doing about the forum, in the forum, and just basically it's there for you to have your opinion. Your opinion. We might disagree with your opinion, but you know, just share it out, guys. And we're almost out of time. So final words, guys.
You ones.
Yeah, you on. So it's good in.
Good night for him.
Right, see you later, guys. Thank you very much.
Notification.
Right.
See you later. This response. See you later.
Cheers, Dunc.